Once we have our dimensions in, 3 by 3, we now need to tell our calculator what each of those elements is. We're just going to type in the number and hit enter between every single one. You do rows and then columns. You guys are probably ahead of me. If not, right along with me. 3, enter, -1, enter, 2, enter, 5, enter, 9, enter, 0, enter, 0, enter, 1, enter, 8, enter. Double check that you have your negatives in the right place, that your numbers on your calculator match the ones that you intended. So we selected our matrix, we hit enter. We're now going to type in elements and hit enter in between. We have our first matrix in. Does anyone need more time to get that first matrix? All right. So we need to put in our second matrix. We're going to go to the same exact thing. We're going to go back to the matrix menu, second inverse to go to our matrix menu, right to edit, and this time I want to edit matrix B, the second matrix. So I have two matrices. You guys told me that matrix Q on our paper is a 3 by 4 matrix. Put those dimensions up here. Fill in the numbers for that 3 by 4 matrix. So now that we have this entered into our matrix, into our matrices, we need to actually go and do the multiplication. All right? By the way, if you want to add two matrices or subtract matrices or use a scalar with a matrix, you can do this same process. If you're trying to add two matrices together, you can type them in and add them. I think adding by hand is pretty fast. But if you want to double check, this is a way to do it. All right, so to multiply, we want to go to a blank math screen. All right, so I want to go to a blank screen. If you need to, go to quit so we can go to a blank screen. So I'm hitting second mode. I have a blank math screen. I want to second mode to get you to the quit screen there. All right. And so now I'm going to go and tell it that I want to multiply these two things together. Go second matrix. This time don't go to edit. Do you see how it's sitting right there waiting for us? Matrix A. Hit enter. We want to select matrix A. Then we're going to multiply, so hit times. What do you think I'm going to go to next? Second matrix, pick number B. Are you set? Hit enter. Boom! I love when you guys all say that. That makes me happy when everyone's like, sweet. Right? There it is. That's our answer. That's the whole thing right there. Copy that bad boy down, and you guys are all set to go. All right. So let's make sure you have that written down. All right. So what we have here is our answer. Please make sure you copy this accurately. Friends, ready? Copy it accurately. Do your numbers match mine? All right. It is very essential that you type your numbers into your calculator correctly. Changing a single negative will give you a whole bunch of different numbers. So take the time to enter it. Take that extra 2 seconds to double check that your calculator matches what you were given. I can show you, it's okay. But I want to show you something first. Let me show you this. We said that the other way around, Q times P was not possible. Let's take a look at what that would look like. We called our matrix P, we renamed it A, Q was B. So let's do matrix B. Go to your matrix menu. Select matrix B first. Hit multiply times matrix A. And it should give you this error, a dimension mismatch. That is telling us the same thing that we saw here. But it can save you the time if you check it first. Check it by hand first. It saves you all the time of typing in a matrix, multiplying it, and all that good stuff. Well, if you're doing forward and backward like this, there are times where I'm just going to be like, hey, can you do that or not? Or what is that answer? And then it won't tell you to check first. Check first, so you don't have to go through all that time. All right, that gives you enough of the skills that you need to do all of that kind of stuff, and you can do all of that kind of stuff, and you can do this kind of stuff. And friends, please take a look back one page. Do you remember doing this? You should have done this with some of our notes online previously. You can do scalars like this using your calculator. So if I wanted to do something like 2/5 of matrix Q, if I wanted to multiply that by a scalar, on my calculator I can do that 2/5. Just remember, if it's a fraction, put it in parentheses. Multiply it by the matrix, and it will tell you the results of 2/5 of that matrix. Steer your eyes to a screen, please. A scalar and a matrix will also work. All right?